Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. It's Friday. I will be in Fort Lauderdale for a majority of the day today. But I wanted to come live really quick before my busy day got started. I am going to go for a run, so I have my earbuds and my hydration drink. So I am ready for my morning run. It's Friday run day. Good morning, Deborah. It's a little chilly in my house. I just took my sweatshirt off, so I'm a little chilly. But I wanted to quickly talk about one specific topic in one word: forgiveness. Guys, I think I was talking about this to somebody. I don't know how forgiveness got in my mind because I'm not forgiving anybody right at the moment for anything specific. I know yesterday when I went live, forgiveness came in the topic very brief, so maybe that's why it's stuck in my mind this morning for something that I wanted to talk about. But it is so important to forgive. And let me explain, because forgiveness is not easy for me. I read a lot of personal development over the years, and you know, it always talks about forgiving the other people and that you have to do it for you. And it's so true. You have to forgive for you. But what makes it difficult, and let me know if any of you guys watching, because I see you hopping on, so good morning. Let me know if you guys are the same way. But I always have a hard time forgiving somebody that hurt me so deeply, because I feel like if I forgive them, then that means what they did to me was okay. And just because and then I feel like if they know I forgave them, then I'm saying that their actions and what they did was okay and I don't care anymore. And that's not the case at all. That's not the case at all. What forgiveness does is it relieves you from the one thing that's just holding you back just a little bit. Look, I'm like a teenager. I have a pimple there. I had a pimple here, less that one here. Like, I don't know what the frick is going on with my body. But anyways, so forgiveness is not for the other person. It's not for the one that has wronged you. It is not for the one that is doing against you. Forgiveness is for you, for your heart, for your soul, and for your daily sanity. Because, excuse me, without forgiveness and without forgiving somebody that has hurt you or that has wronged you, you have something holding you back. That'll leave it. You have something that's holding you back. You have something that is dragging you down sometimes. So not only holding you back, but bringing you further down than where you want to be, or further down than where you are. And I have had over the years, I have three over the past few years. One has been for a long time, longer than a few years, but over the past couple years, I have 3 people that I had to forgive. I've never reached out to them. They don't know that I forgave them. But I had to do it for me. Because one specific scenario, one specific person, I had to really forgive, and it was hard. And I still struggle with it. I still struggle with, should I have forgiven this person? Is it okay that I forgave them? But I had to do it for me because they were holding me back. There was a little bit of a sadness inside that was staying with me, and I didn't want to feel that. And so I had to forgive this person. So I have 3 people that I had to give forgiveness to. And it's not something you want to give. It's not something that you want to do. Because you feel like once you do that, what they did is forgotten about. And what they did is like, okay, everything's hunky-dory. That's not the case. Forgive, never forget. So I will never forget what they did. I will never allow that same person to hurt me again because of what they've already done. But I had to give them forgiveness. And the forgiveness that I did was more of, you know, I forgave them for being narcissistic. I forgave them for being so self-centered that they didn't even realize what they were doing to me. I never forgave their actions or lack thereof. I never forgave what they actually did to me. I forgave them for who they were and who they are. Because that, who they are, well, I should say who they were because, well, I'm assuming they still are that way by what people tell me. But, so I'm forgiving them for who they are because they act the way they act because of who they are. So their actions that hurt me, or their lack thereof of support that hurt me. Good morning, Jacqueline. All of those things, that's what I forgave them for. I forgave them for their narcissism, for their one-sidedness, for not being open to what they were doing. Belle, hey, leave it. So the forgiveness, it's a fine line. Like, it's hard for me to forgive the action they did and not being there. I will definitely never forget that. But I have forgiven them for that because of who they were and who they are. It's hard, guys. Forgiveness is hard because we feel like the second we do that, the second we even think, you know, I've forgiven them for what they did, then immediately they're relieved of treating us like crap, or by us saying that we're saying it's no longer important. No big deal. To each his own. Like, and that's not what we're saying at all. That's not what we're saying at all. Okay, what we're saying is, I'm forgiving you for who you are because I know your actions are because of who you are. And that forgiveness will make you feel like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. I promise you. You will feel like a weight has been lifted. And sounds like my husband's alarm is going off, but whatever that was, they turned it off. I don't know whose that was. But it's like you have the energy that you can put into your own happiness. But you have to let go of the baggage that's holding you down or pulling you down more. And a lot of times it's the people that have hurt us and not forgiving them. Because once you forgive them, your mind's not constantly on what they did, or how they weren't there for you, or how they didn't support you, or how they hurt you, or how they cheated on you, or how they hit you, or whatever it may be. Your mind is constantly round and round and round and round and round with all of that. So once you have that forgiveness in place, and once you have forgiven that person for being that way with you, that is when your mind isn't constantly going with it, and you're helping yourself a little bit. So here's my call to action today. I want you to think about who is constantly on your mind with negative thoughts. Maybe a negative thought of what they did to you, or what they didn't do, things like that. Just the negativity, that's that black cloud that's just going to be holding over you. And think of how you can forgive them. Do you have to write them a letter or call them and say, I forgave you. I forgive you for everything you did? No, they don't have to know that you're forgiving them. Forgive them because they don't know better. Or even if they know better, forgive them because they made the choice to be that way. The forgiveness is for you. Has nothing to do with them. It's not for them. It's not to make them feel better. It's not to make their life easier. Because think about it. The person that did you wrong, do you think they're dwelling on the fact that they did you wrong? Good morning, Joni. You know the person that did you wrong is not stressing about the fact of what they did to you. They're not every day going through it in their mind of what they did to you. Hell no. They're out there living their lives, having a great time. So why are you letting it hold you down? Why are you letting it hold you back from living your life and having a great time? You need to take that time and think about who you need to give the forgiveness to, because you and your body and your heart needs that forgiveness. Just some food for thought. Have a great Friday. I'm going to go hit the pavement so I can come in, make my shake, get myself ready for the day, and go slay this day. Bye, guys.